What if I told you that the very things you hand over to other people are quietly destroying you? Not your money, not your time on a job, something deeper. Most people think they're being kind, patient, understanding, even loving, when really they're bleeding out the most valuable parts of themselves, one small surrender at a time. The Stoics knew this 2,000 years ago. They knew there are things you can give away that you can never fully get back. And here's the part nobody warns you about. You won't even notice it happening until you're already empty. So today, I want to walk you through 5 things you must never give to anyone, no matter who they are, no matter how much they beg, guilt trip, or demand it. Because the moment you hand these over, you don't just lose control of your life, you lose yourself in it. Marcus Aurelius used to write notes to himself, reminders scribbled in the middle of the night, because he understood something most people never figure out. The real war of your life isn't out there in the world. It's inside your own head. Epictetus, a man who was born a slave and still became one of the freest minds in history, taught that real power has nothing to do with controlling other people or events. It's about controlling your response to them. And Seneca, advisor to an emperor, put it simply: a life without inner discipline is a life at the mercy of whatever happens to it. These 3 men, separated by decades and different stations in life, all understood the same truth. There are invisible lines inside you, and once someone crosses them, you start leaking energy, identity, and peace, often without even realizing the damage until you're standing in the wreckage of it. Let's start with thing number 1, your peace of mind. Picture this. A friend calls you at 11 at night. They're in crisis, again. There's drama, there's chaos. There's a story that somehow always ends with them being the victim and everyone else the villain. And before you know it, you're pulled into the storm with them. You're losing sleep over a problem that isn't yours. You're anxious about a decision you didn't make. And you tell yourself, I'm just being a good friend, a good partner, a good sibling. But be honest with yourself for a second. You're not helping. You're sacrificing your own peace for someone who won't even lift a finger to protect theirs. Marcus Aurelius wrote that we have power over our own minds, not over outside events. Once you truly understand that, something shifts. Other people's chaos was never your responsibility to carry. A grounded person listens without absorbing. They offer support without drowning alongside the other person. Think of your mind like a garden. If you let everyone who walks by toss in seeds of anxiety, fear, and drama, don't be surprised when nothing but weeds grow there. Guard your peace like it's the last thing you own. Because honestly, it might be the only thing that's truly, completely yours. Thing number 2, your time spent trying to prove yourself. There will always be people who question you, who doubt you, who demand explanations, as if your life is a courtroom and you're the one on trial, forever defending your choices, your character, your worth. Here's something that will set you free the moment you accept it. You don't owe anyone that trial. Epictetus said something that still lands hard today. If someone criticizes you and they're right, fix it. If they're wrong, ignore it. That's it. That's the whole formula. But most people do the exact opposite. They pour their energy into convincing people who already made up their minds not to understand them. You try to explain your character to someone who refuses to see it. You try to prove your value to someone who decided long ago to underestimate you. And in that struggle, you burn through hours, days, sometimes years of your one life. A disciplined person understands a simple, uncomfortable truth. People who demand endless explanations were never going to be satisfied by one. So stop explaining yourself to people who already chose not to listen. Thing number 3, your self-respect, traded for acceptance. This one sneaks up on you. You want to belong. You want to be liked. You want to avoid being the outsider, the one who gets left out of the group chat, the family gathering, the friend circle. So slowly, you start shrinking. You laugh at jokes that aren't funny. You nod along with opinions you don't actually hold. You put up with things that quietly eat away at you. And in the end, sure, people accept you. But it isn't really you they're accepting. It's a smaller, edited, watered-down version of you. Seneca once wrote that it isn't the man with too little who is poor, but the one who's always craving more. And when you trade your self-respect for someone else's approval, you're taking out an emotional loan you'll be paying off for years. A strong person would rather stand alone and whole than be surrounded and empty, because the second you abandon who you are to fit someone else's life, you stop living your own. If this is resonating with you right now, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It genuinely helps this channel keep making videos like this one. Thing number 4. Forgiveness handed out without wisdom. Forgiveness isn't weakness. Honestly, it might be one of the hardest, strongest things a person can do. But here's where most people get it completely wrong. They think forgiving someone means letting them right back into their life, trusting them again immediately, pretending nothing ever happened. That isn't forgiveness. That's just a missing boundary. Real forgiveness happens on the inside. It's a private decision to release anger and resentment so they don't rot you from the inside out, because the longer you carry that weight, the more control it has over you. But here's the part almost everyone misses. Forgiving someone does not mean giving them another key to your life. Marcus Aurelius, despite ruling over an empire full of flawed, difficult people, still practiced constant awareness and self-protection. You can understand that someone acted out of ignorance or pain, and still choose to keep your distance from them. You can let go of the anger and still remember exactly what happened and why. A wise mind forgives to find peace, not because the other person has earned it. But that same wise mind also watches for patterns. And if someone keeps showing you exactly who they are, over and over again, it's not your job to keep giving them new chances to hurt you. It's your job to protect yourself. Forgive quietly in your heart. Protect loudly with your actions. That's not a contradiction. That's just maturity. Thing number 5. Your loyalty, given to the wrong people. This one stings a little because loyalty feels like a virtue. It feels honorable, and it is, but only when it's pointed in the right direction. Loyalty to the wrong person isn't honor. It's slow self-destruction. So many people stay in friendships, relationships, even jobs, where they're disrespected, overlooked, or quietly used, all so they can keep telling themselves, "At least I was loyal." But loyalty was never meant to mean staying somewhere you keep getting hurt. Loyalty isn't tolerating disrespect on repeat. Loyalty isn't being the person who's always available to people who only reach out when they need something from you. Here's what the Stoics understood that most people miss. They weren't loyal to people. They were loyal to their values. And that one shift changes everything. When your loyalty is anchored to your principles instead of to specific people, you naturally start pulling away from anyone who doesn't respect those principles. A disciplined person doesn't hand out loyalty based on nice words. They watch actions. They notice who actually shows up, who genuinely respects them, who adds something real to their life, and just as importantly, they recognize who doesn't deserve access to their time and energy anymore. Cutting those people loose isn't cold, it's clarity. It's understanding that your energy is finite, and it was never meant to be spent on people who treat it like it's disposable. Real loyalty is rare, and rare things don't get handed out to just anyone who asks. So there you have it. 5 things that belong only to you. Your peace, your time, your self-respect, your wisely given forgiveness, and your loyalty. The moment you start protecting these, your entire life shifts. You stop reacting to whatever the world throws at you, and you start actually steering your own life. You become steadier, sharper, stronger, and above all, freer. The Stoics guarded their inner world the way a soldier guards a fortress, and you owe it to yourself to do the same. In the end, this was never about what you gain. It's about what you refuse to lose. Let me know in the comments which one of these 5 is the hardest for you to protect. Just drop the number 1 through 5, I read every single one. And if this video gave you even a little clarity today, subscribe to the channel. It really does help more than you'd think. and it means you won't miss the next one. Now go protect what's yours, and don't let anyone, no matter who they are, talk you out of it.